Hey, this is this eyes this. Remember a while ago when when I was talking about that little reboot on DC Comics? Well, a few things seems to have happened since now the reboot is pretty much almost over, and Dan Didio, in his infamous idiotic wisdom, has decided to call it the New 52. And I know this because Dan Didio is the one who's taken credit for the entire reboot. But you're wondering what this video is about, well, anyways, certain things have opened up, and I'm surprised that it hasn't hit the news yet. But when I mean things, I mean controversial acts have happened. Uh, well, the first two was Catwoman #1 and the Red Hood and the Outlaws. The Catwoman #1 isn't really much of a controversy, and I'm pretty much with a lot of people with trying to figure out why a lot of people were mad that Catwoman showed half a breast and with a bra on, and is insinuating to have sex with Batman. I mean, the t- the two were pretty much lovers throughout most of the comic book history, and if anybody knows, there was this one character called Helena that was rewritten, um, and she went by the name of Huntress. And before her character was rewritten and redesigned, she was the daughter of Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Selena Kyle, Catwoman. But then again, Dan Didio, when he got Will Pfeiffer, the same moron who created Amazon's Attack, he rewrote where Catwoman got pregnant and gave birth to Elena, and the father turned out to be a generic piece of shit loser that nobody liked or cared about or even wanted to care about. Whatever. Ugh. Let me put it to you this way. The father was some guy named Vigilante or whatever, who was a complete and utter nut job, and what is the son of one of her ex-boyfriends, yeah, sons, and not forgetting that father and Batman were used to compete for each other's love, and then some son comes out and impregnates Catwoman instead, what baggled the mind, and not only that, the guy turned out to be an uninteresting character that was just, well, batshit crazy. So they pretty much erased that all, got rid of the baby, and just pretended it never happened. Just like what they did with Power Girl and her baby. And the fact that her mother was supposed to be herself and that her father was also her boyfriend. Ugh. Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense neither. But yeah, essentially saying that throughout the entire comic book history, Batman and Catwoman have always been an item, and no one say Batwoman because Batwoman was just put in there to say Batman wasn't gay, due to some other past controversies all the way back in the 1940s, which helped bring about the comic book code. And Batwoman really wasn't really well designed. Of course, I saw the new Batwoman. Oh fuck, they fucked that character up bad again. But speaking of controversies, Red Hood and the Outlaws. Not well received, not well reviewed, and pretty much everybody said it's outright garbage. I haven't really read most of it except for the one infamous panel where Starfire forgot that she was with the Teen Titans or in a relationship with Dick Grayson, the original Robin, and is pretty much willing to fuck anything that's in front of her. I'm not joking. She is willing to fuck anything and anybody. And pretty much the people who are the Starfire fans from the old Teen Titan cartoons has pretty much have booed and hissed this down because she basically said she'll fuck anything out there. And okay, way to go, DC and Dan Didio. Basically, in general, the controversy has been that the reboot has turned women characters' portrayal into a downward spiral and sort of set itself on fire and has caused a lot of screaming and shouting. A lot, especially over the Starfire one. But that doesn't end there. You see, in past videos, I've quoted that Didio is a complete idiot, and I stand by that. And I'm not going to defend Didio on certain decisions that he made. But see, Didio is like this. He's the type of person who will take a problem, make a problem out of it, like Amazon's tech, and then go out and solve that problem by fucking up a completely different problem. And it's like you get one section, but you'll completely fuck up another section. Well, first he'll fuck it up, then he'll fuck it up even worse, and then fuck it up so bad that they're gonna have to do something like a reboot, like what's happened with Wonder Woman, and then have to have to completely rebuild that character, and yet completely fuck up on something else. And he does this just over and over, and he just won't stop at it. And this is why I call him an idiot. The main problem is that uh, what's been going on with Change.org and the fact that Didio kind of took the 12% of female creators that was in this comic book and lowered it down to 1%. And now Change.org sort of put up a petition against DC Comics and got their 5,000 petitioners to pretty much signed up against Dan Didio. I'm not going to defend Didio. I mean, everybody is now calling Dan Didio a sexist and an asshole. I would leave that more for Joe Quesada over at Marvel. I would just more call Didio a complete batshit moron. That's it. I'm not going to defend Didio on what he did by firing pretty much most of the female creators. Yeah, not a very good move, Didio. But I'm going to say that in his defense, he's an idiot. There's nothing really more to be said than that. I understand why all the women are mad at him and pretty much agree with them because, they're dealing with stupidity here at the finest level. And then him getting up there and saying, tell me what those numbers mean to you. Tell me what those numbers mean to you. Who should I be hiring? Tell me. God, Didio, you say the most dumbest things that make my head want to explode. I mean, you kind of lowered the numbers down from 12 to 1. Where did. Uh, Never mind. Didio, you're the dumbest idiot in the world, and I hope to God you get fired. But the sad part is that everybody is going to call you a sexist when really you're not sexist. You're stupid! Dumb fucking stupid! You have no fucking brains in your head and you're an idiot! But yeah, that's my opinion.